Good morning, good morning, good morning, partners. Good morning, leaders. Thanks for joining us. This is CIG Sunday Night Live. Welcome to our edition this night. Know your brand. So it promises to be a great session tonight, but we're making it Q&A session so that you supply your questions and we answer them. Also, we would like you to go to Facebook, CIG Hub, try to share the link to some other persons that may not come directly to the zone here. And why? Because we try to get some questions after the program and some other things. Some must have missed it out and all that. And also to LONGRICH CIG on YouTube to subscribe. But we're not live on YouTube yet. We upload to YouTube later. But we're live on Facebook, CIG Hub. So that is where you can get the link to be shared. Thank you for joining us. So to take us on this journey will be our 3ESD in person of Emmanuel Eduru. He's a 3-star director with LONGRICH Bioscience International, and is the author of the book Made in Worry. So it will be taking us on questions tonight. I'll be asking him a few questions, but most questions we wish that will come from you. So you either put it in the chat or you do that by raise of hands if you can come on camera. And for those that may want to ask on Facebook, because Facebook is not interactive virtually like the voice now, we can only take questions. So, all right, hold on. It's good that your hand is up. You can make it up, but we'll be taking it from here. But before that, before I get him started, I just want to share a few things with us about the branding that we're talking about. And those that have been so successful in the business, how they've been successful and how they have what they have to offer to us, because we've been on this for they've been on it for quite some time. So this is from Jeff Bezos. He said, your brand is what other people say about you when you are not in the room. I will just be fast, so be digesting them as they come. So your brand name is only as good as your reputation. That is Richard Branson. And Walter Lander says, products are made in the factory, but brands are created in the mind. Warren Buffett says, your premium brand had better be delivering something special, or it's not going to get the business. Jeff Bezos again says, a brand for a company is like a reputation for a person. You earn reputation by trying to do hard things well. And Oprah Winfrey says, let excellence be your brand. When you are excellent, you become unforgettable, doing the right thing. Even when nobody knows you are doing the right thing, will always bring the right thing to you. Your brand is the single most important investment you can make in your business. That is from Steve Forbes. Brand is the art of differentiation. Brands exist because people exist. That's David Breyer. And on the last one, I will give you from Dave Allen, is the behavior of your company, and is that form. And it's people that form your reputation, and your reputation is your brand. It's the behavior of your company and its people that form your reputation, and your reputation is your brand. All right, join me as I make a welcome to our 3ESD, Emmanuel Eduru. You're welcome, boss.
Thank you very much, Mr. Seton. I appreciate you. Thank you for the beautiful introduction that you have just given us. It has helped us to stabilize the cruise. Once again, I want to say a big welcome to every one of you that is here. This will mark the last um, series for the first half of the year. I want to thank everybody that has come in early enough so that we can actually do cover as much we can cover. We are on Facebook. We are live on Zoom. So for those of your team members that cannot be on Zoom, let them come to Facebook. The essence of today's topic is to meet the need of the team members, both far and near. Without knowing what you are doing, you will never arrive at your destination. You see, knowledge is what sets you apart. We've been given a series of definition, explanation of what brand is. And we are talking about the LONGRICH brand. It's a brand I respect so much. It's a brand I believe so much in, irrespective of the challenges that we are going through, which is global at the moment. Everywhere in the world, there's challenges. People are going through a lot. Industries are closing down. Europe, Africa, US, everywhere, from post-COVID to current and the European issues, Ukraine and Russia is affecting a lot of companies. And we all know prices of things have skyrocketed. The oil price is up everywhere. People are paying higher for gas, paying higher for crude and all that. So, but all the same, we are back to our own business, our brand, the LONGRICH brand. There is a whole lot of people out there, who keep sending me private messages, asking questions, a lot of questions, and I find it difficult to send them away because it is my brand. And I want people to understand the brand and begin to love the brand and also promote the brand and use the brand. So if I must allow that to happen, it means I have a role to play, not just the company. It is not all about my personal interests or what will I gain if I talk about it to you privately, except I don't have the time. So now I have decided to come out openly to say, look, I used to do this before Saturdays, but that was some 1 year back or 2 years back. But now I may introduce it again, but that will be maybe as from September. Maybe I have to do it for Saturdays or so. I don't know yet. I don't know. But now we are promoting a brand, and the brand is the LONGRICH brand. What are those things that we need to know we don't know? What are those areas that are still gray to us that we are finding it very difficult to believe in, that is making us to raise some doubts? What are those things that we are not doing or we are doing? You see, all these can be questions, and all these questions can have answers. But now I want everyone that is in this call, whether you are in Zoom call or you are in the Facebook, you can type your question there. We'll see it. We'll use your questions to meet your need. Today is not going to be somebody just talking, but talking to meet a particular person's need. What is it that you want a clarification about your brand? What is it that you don't know? We don't give time for questions and answer most of the weekend presentations, but now today is a day for doing that. So let's all open up so that we can take our business to another level. There is something I want to say before we open it up. You see, why I have decided to stick to LONGRICH brand, irrespective of challenges, environmental challenges, cultural challenges, and all that, political challenges, it is because the company knows how to remain competitive. The company knows how to remain competitive, because if you are not if you want to be competitive, you must learn how to innovate. LONGRICH is an innovative company. They innovate all the time. So that is why no matter the recession, no matter what is happening, it's difficult for them to be overshadowed. They are always innovative, which means when there is a challenge, when there is a hold up, something comes up, you innovate to get out of that situation. That is just the truth. If you don't innovate, you remain there. And when you are there for too long, you'll be eliminated from the competition. Because I keep saying business is war. That war is competition. You compete among your fellow people that are in the same industry with you. So you have to pay attention. If you don't innovate to remain afloat, then automatically you cannot remain competitive. You will be eliminated from the competition. We have seen several cases of companies who were eliminated from the competition. We keep talking about Kodak. Kodak was eliminated as a result of the pixel camera that was in smartphones. You know, Nokia just, gave up to Microsoft. And a whole lot of companies have left the scene because they did not innovate. So they could not come out with something new for the people. People would just move on. So that is that. It's over to you, and let's keep the ball rolling. Get your questions out. Let's see what are those things that sometimes we don't say them when we are doing our presentations weekly or during our physical meetings. So this is a very good opportunity for us to share whatever challenges, doubts, and clarifications we want. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bob. Thank you so much. And it's a good thing that we appreciate you and we appreciate God for making you to sign up on this platform, because you're a man that actually opens your heart, your hand wide, and you've been able to carry many. And it could be tiring sometimes because we are humans. We're bombarded with too many troubles. But thank God and thank you for not giving up on us so far. Now, boss, I will have said you should talk about a bit of LONGRICH, but people already know LONGRICH. Yeah. But let's just put it this way. Now, what is the best aspect to promote in the LONGRICH brand? Now, could it just be with the business or the products? How do you think we can promote this business for startup or early starters?
Okay, very good question, and I will take it this way from my own experience. Now, because it is not a Ponzi scheme, it is not a side hustle, it is a genuine business that begins with something, I will always say, start with the product. The product is for everybody. And moreover, the business cannot hold without the product. So what we are actually doing is building a consumer base, building a consumer base of this business, a community of users. So it is better to push with the product. It is easier to push with the product because, you see, I will link this up to both the physical and the spiritual. In the physical, when you bring out a product or when you have something to offer, be it in service or products, it means there will be an exchange. Currency will come to you. You will get income. Once there is an exchange of service or products, income comes to you, which means you are doing business. And at the same time, you are meeting the need of people. Secondly, that is the physical aspect of it. When you offer products or services, people pay you in return. This is a physical aspect. Then when we look at the spiritual aspect of it, God says, I will bless the work of your hand. So with that, it means you must have something doing. You must have something to give. Majority of us, through LONGRICH, we were rendering services of training and being paid for. People pay for our services, mentorship, trainings. We are paid without selling the product. So we sell services. So there must be something you are doing, then God will bless it for you. This is the spiritual side. You know, what is it you are doing? What are you selling? If LONGRICH is my brand, which means I am passionate about this brand. I don't want to leave this brand, but I'm not growing with the brand. What do I do? Okay, fine. I have a product in my hand now. LONGRICH has products. So what is the next thing? I go spiritual. I pray. Because God has assured me, that is my faith. God has assured me that he will bless the work of my hand. So I will present what I have. Is it my services or is it my products? I present it to him and say, look, you said you will bless the work of my hands. Now, this is what I have to promote. And that is it. I connect it. I try to connect it with the physical and the spiritual so that it all goes together. And with that faith, I put it into action by taking these products to people who need the products. I keep saying LONGRICH partners are blessed. Why? The varieties of products. These varieties of products give you room to select the product of your choice to promote. I was sharing with somebody 2 days ago. He said, oh, the LONGRICH products are everywhere right now. Despite the quality that is still intact, why are the products everywhere and we don't even know if they are fake or original? I said, that will be difficult to tell, but it is true. The products are being sold. The company is coming out with something very, very soon. Actions will be taken against this illegal selling price. That is one. We know the root cause of that. People who invested money ignorantly and now they don't know what to do with it, but they thought it's a Ponzi scheme where they only collect cash, rewards, and incentives. Then now products are there for them. They don't know what to do with the product, but that is okay. We'll talk about that if there is a need, but the basic thing about that is it will phase out. That is the truth. It will definitely phase out because the company has changed the style of promo they bring. So you don't get those easy promo where you can just qualify for something. And you cannot become a stockist as a junior stockist again. Junior stockist has been suspended. So you can't even buy those things and come and become stockist. And until you are a Diamond 5, you cannot become a stockist. So all this is like a bottleneck for people that are coming through the shortcut using those means to qualify to get their trip. And at the end of the day, you cannot take 45,000 PVs to become a Diamond 5. You cannot use 60,000 PVs to become a Diamond 5. And for you to buy a Diamond 5, you need to, spend hundreds of millions of naira. So, or
right,
thousands
boss.
of dollars. So
Thank you
let me
so
stop
much.
there.
Thank you so much. I've got some questions from the chat, but before I go there, let me ask one before I go to the chat now. Now, some have thought that getting to rich people, getting to the rich or people with influence are the kind of aspects they can use to grow this business. Now, if you don't have access to the rich or people with influence, how do you market this LONGRICH brand? Now, knowing fully well, but because we know the products are premium products and they're of premium value, how do you market this brand?
Let me get you well. Can you rephrase that question, sir?
Now, if you don't have access to the rich or people with influence, how do you market the LONGRICH brand? Because the products are premium products.
Okay. A good question. Let me use myself. I like using myself because the life experience thing is easier for somebody to learn from somebody's experience than to just say something that is vague. You know, it looks like an assumption. So what the question you just asked, I can use myself to fill in that gap. Why? I didn't grow up in Lagos, and I would say born in Warri, halfway, not even halfway, just immediately after school, secondary school, I left to Kano at the age of 17, and I stayed in Kano till I became I stayed in Kano till my 38 years, when I was 38. So now, while I was in Kano, I built a cycle of influence through family background, then personal contacts and friends. So in such a situation, it will not be difficult for me because I know marketing the product will be very easy, talking to this and that. It is all about buy my products. That is all. What products are they buying is according to what the needs of the people because of the variety of products. Now, I now find myself in Lagos unceremoniously, struggling. And in the course of struggling here and there, I try to stay afloat, but not with life. I stayed afloat, but I needed a life, Now, I stumbled into this business without knowing people, without having money. And when you are in a place that people don't know you, they don't know your background, by assessment, you are not qualified to be categorized. So that is your question now. Now, what anybody in such a situation would do is, you are passionate about the business. Let me say something, sorry that I have to cut in. There is Elizabeth. After I finish speaking, you will be called upon to ask your question. So just hold on with the typing. You will be called upon to ask your question. I will answer your question. Elizabeth, thank you. So now, when you know you are not rich, you are not influential, you don't know big people, and you love this business, you believe in this business, the best way to go about it is, first and foremost, it is a business of network. It is not a traditional way of trading, where if you have a shop, you just stick to yourself and no, you don't open up. No. Because the business involves networking, you have upline, you have downlines, and you have sidelines. So you have the privilege to leverage on these existing partners. Beautiful. Now, the moment you come on board, the first thing I will advise anybody that is in such a state is, first of all, study your products. Study the products intensively. How do you study products? Pick each product, go through the manuals, the literatures provided by the company. Don't stop there. Then pick each product, look at the ingredients, pick 2 active ingredients from the products list, ingredient list, go online and check the health benefits of these ingredients. Check if they have allergies. Check if they have side effects, then add it to the knowledge you have gotten from the literature provided by the company. Also, you do this in all the products. Now, before you even start reading the product, or as you are reading these literatures and researching on the product ingredients, try yourself by using the product as much as you can afford. When you start using one or two products, your testimony from that product is what you are going to start selling. And what you are selling is value. And when you have value, it is classless. Anybody that needs the value you are having, rich or poor, might just be in need. Why am I saying this? Somebody that is having a toothache, rich or poor, must find solution. And you have a toothpaste that can take care of that. That can give you a leeway. What you just need to do is, once you can sell a product to somebody, now tell this person who has appreciated your product, please, can you link me up with some of your social capital so that I can also introduce this thing to them? Always don't put the word registration in it. You want to sell to some of their contacts, those that have bought from you. So you use them to link up with their contact, and from there you will get the people that can afford the product, and you move. That was how I did mine in Lagos.
Thank you so much, sir. I remember in one of your stories, when you firstly started and your office situated in Ojuelegba, and someone said to you that, because these are premium, why not go to Ikoyi? Why not go to Lekki or Ikeja to even get your team or your customers or your downlines then? But you were bent on doing it grassroots to get people to the top. What was the driving force then? I want you to just respond to that in 60 seconds.
Okay. Number one, I don't know anybody in Ikoyi. I don't know anybody in Victoria Island then. Those places are places where they have high fences with big gates. I will not be able to have access to anybody there. You hardly see people on the streets in Ikoyi and all those places. They are inside their offices with some malams or security men at the gates. So I didn't want to go through all those process of frustration, because it will just make me leave the business on the spot. It will be dead on arrival. So I was staying in Surulere. My church is in Surulere. My office was in Surulere. So I now said, look, Surulere, Ojuelegba is my office, my church Surulere, my house Surulere. I say, people are always there moving up and down. Every category of people are there. And inside the church, I know I will be able to talk to people one-on-one, because I know most people in the church. The society I belong to, I can talk to one or two persons there. So let me start from where there are crowds, where I can see people, because this is a business of people. I cannot go and do it in a place where there are no people. It is all about people. So because it involves people, I need the numbers, not the quality. That was why I got Chibuzo as my first downline outside my family. Chibuzo was my personal first downline outside my family, because we were in the same church together, in the same committee and all that. So that is just the essence. I look at where to get people. This business involves people, so I need people, and Surulere gives me a perfect balance. I don't care the people that are there, but I will see people to talk to, and definitely I will see people that are liking my property. You will not believe that some of these NUROTW people, these road transport workers, they took it upon themselves. When I gave one the toothpaste and it cured this, they are leader, they're one of the top this thing in that zone. He started buying the toothpaste as at that material time. So you don't run anybody out, because when you are selling value, the poorest of poorest will definitely bring out money to buy. That is why the hospital is not meant for only the rich. The hospital is meant for everybody, and everybody goes to that hospital when there is an emergency, and money will come out to pay.
Wow. Thank you so much. The Elizabeth you are trying to talk about, I think she's trying to respond to someone. I will get there now. But so let me take the first question from the chat. Said some stockists are complaining that the company is not treating them well, and this implies them passing negative energy to new members or distributors. How can you help us tackle this, sir?
Okay. I think I personally just got an experience like that, and the truth of the matter is the stockists we have, they are miscrowd, and it's quite difficult to control some of these people because it is a deregulated market. So I personally, as a leader, what I did is I put all my stockists together, CIG stockists, and I put a directory. I did a directory of all the stockists. I have a chat room for them. Not all of them are there. Why? Because I had a meeting with them and agreed with them that, look, I have a name to protect. People come to me, which stockists can you recommend? So I want to have stockists I can recommend that are selling with PVs. And again, unfortunately, some stockists, they don't have leaders that are guiding them. And they've been abandoned. These abandoned stockists, they are not happy. And it is going to be difficult to really, if I see such stockists that are frustrated, despite liking the business, I take them, I adopt them, not to come and register under me, but to come under my mentorship, to come under my guidance, because we need every stockist to make this business work. So when we have this kind of stockists, of course, only when they are reported, we can block their portals. But if they are not reported, then it's difficult to really deal with them. So, but I feel the carrot and stick approach still remain the best for the stockists, because many stockists, they are hot with back orders. They are hot with their business not growing the way they expected at the beginning because of all the problems they have been going through. So they are trying to lash back at the company. And not only that, the ignorant way they use in coming into the business are not really willing already to learn where they have invested their money. My concern for many stockists is, if you have invested millions, why not pay attention to the business? Pay attention to the business. Any stockist that is willing to abide by the rules, I guide you, I carry you along, because I cannot cover the whole place. I cannot cover the whole world. I need a stockist in Canada. I just need somebody that I can trust, not somebody that is under CIG, but somebody I can trust. There are some CIG stockists, I can't recommend anybody to them. Why? Because they are not doing what they are supposed to do. They are even diverting people's team members to another network. So I can't send people there, even though they are under CIG. We have, you see, truth hurts, but lies kills. I don't want this business to be killed. So we have to sustain the business with truth. Even though sales drop, sales will not die. It will bounce back. Is it only LONGRICH sales that drop? No. Go and find out what is happening in the blockchain market, in the crypto market. People who put money in Bitcoin, they will tell you better. It is all bearish and all that. So shares down, everything is down. So the whole world is down right now. All economies are going into recession because of one reason or the other.
Now, someone is saying that, thank you for giving us the opportunity. Now, there are stockists who refuse to register starter combo. There are stockists who refuse to give out the promo products, saying that LONGRICH knows how to announce for promos, but that they don't give them the promo products. Please talk to us about these products distribution among stockists in Nigeria.
Yeah. Now, prior to December, there were a lot of backlogs, which LONGRICH announced sometime last year that those products that are pending, the cosmetics, some of us got the cosmetics, while some people did not get, then some other products again. Now, Longrich actually sent a message sometime that, please, can they change? Because China suffered COVID for long, more than any other country in the world. They just finished, coming out from lockdown for months this year. So they said, since they are not allowing, supply chain is down in China, and a lot of things not working the way it's supposed to be, okay, people can change to certain products they have. That aside, the company lost so much products through expiration of products that were not supplied on time. And why they were not supplied on time is, number one, halfway along the line, it was trapped in warehouse. Then movement to Nigeria, it was delayed at the port because of screening. It will take 2 weeks to screen COVID, for screening the COVID, for COVID procedures in the port. Then clearing and all that, months before it will enter Nigeria. There was a Nigerian factor in our products scarcity. The Nigerian factor played a very, very big role, in making our products to be scarce. But nevertheless, we were confident of the factory that is coming up. Of course, they've started operation, even though they've not started 100%, but they started producing some of the product, the soap, the toothpaste and all that. More will come as time goes on. So what will happen here with those stockists? Some stockists, they have not collected their products. Then the company announced, when the DMD just came in, the new DMD said, and that was last year, December, he said they will start adding promos to back orders of, that is the list of products they are owing stockists. Some stockists have collected the products, they went to sell it for cash. Some stockists have not collected. Most of my stockists, when they have that issue, they tell me, I say, okay, what's your code? I will go and verify. Have they given these stockists products? Is promo products, yes or no? Those that have not been given, I know. Those that have been given, I know for my stockists. And the reasons they explain to me, because Longrich is now using a third-party delivery company to dispatch products. So once they hand over all products to Longrich, to the company, they give them the manifest. These are the people, these are their products. So it's now left for this owner to start. Now it takes them, tough time. They cannot deliver 2,000 stockists in 1 month all over the country. It's a little bit difficult. So that is why they are trying to arrange this warehouse thing again for stockists to pick from the states rather than, but to be managed by private individuals. So
thank you, sir.
For products of promos this year, they have been given. But why there was a delay, there was a staffing issue in the dispatch company that could not dispatch the product. Not that it was not available, but the dispatch company could not function for 2 months because they had staffing issue, which they rectified in the 3rd month. And they have to train the new staff before he will start giving out. They've started giving out already, most especially to people outside Lagos and outside Lagos mainland.
All right, thank you, sir. Now, said, what happens if one of your bonus leg surpasses your strong leg, which belongs to the company? Today, my bonus leg has more PVs because we have just winded up our promotion.
When your bonus leg surpasses your sharing leg in PVs, in accumulated PVs, what that means is your bonus pattern will also change. It means that your bigger leg, which is a sharing leg, automatically becomes your bonus leg, while your previous leg that was a bonus leg now becomes a sharing leg. Now, this is what happens. When you have PVs on, if you do PVs more on your new sharing leg, probably that leg is firing now. If that leg keeps firing, your bonus will now drop in performance and development. Possibly development. But for performance, it will drop because performance and development, they have different ways of calculating the bonuses. Performance, you can calculate cumulatively, while development, you calculate it generations per generations. So there's a slight difference. Even it also has to do with 2 legs for bonus, while 1 leg for sharing. But they are different in terms of in fact, the performance is more of vertical accumulation, while the development is horizontal accumulation in calculation. So what will happen is your bonus pattern will change also. It will no longer be the way it used to be.
All right. Thank you, sir. Now, Awaji Clement is asking for your mentorship. He's a stockist himself. I don't know, reach out to him on Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger just to get his attention. He's a man with large heart, is ready to accommodate, even though you are not a CIG. All right. And I've posted the document for CIG Global Stockists for those that may be wanting to get in touch with CIG Stockists. These stockists on this list will give you with PV. They are CIG Stockists. I've posted that there so you can get to them.
If you use any stockist there and there is a problem, just report that stockist to me. Every stockist in there, they are selling with PVs, both the stockists outside Nigeria and the ones that are here. So any stockist that is there, those are stockists that are, yes, we meet regularly on daily, weekly basis. So you can use any of those ones. They are reliable.
Now someone is asking, I was put off of one of the stockists recently because she refused to register below 60 PV. And she also didn't want to release some of my promo products.
Do you know the states?
Okay, can you make the comment, Aderonke? If you have the stockist code or the comment or the states, let the
state,
SD know. I'll be waiting for her to put it up. Be waiting for her to put that one up. So if we get that one up, then we know.
On those states.
It says on those states. All right. Okay. I just want to check Facebook if we have questions there already.
When you make sales and you want to apply the PVs, you want to apply it to the legs. Of course, you should always put your PVs in your bonus legs because you are trying to balance the legs. So long you are trying to balance the legs, you should put the PVs on the bonus legs, not on the sharing legs. If you put it on the sharing legs, you will not be earning anything. Once you know that a particular leg has become bigger cumulatively with PVs, then the other 2 legs is where you focus on by trying to balance them to bring the PVs. The one with the lowest PVs cumulatively is what you will now begin to put PVs on. When it gets to the other one, then you will now be doing this week, that one, this. Just, if you can put the same week on each of them, the ones you do yourself, that question that person asked, I love that question. It means you are in charge of your business. You are taking charge of your business. That is how it should be. You should be able to control the PVs to some extent.
All right. Adonka is also saying that they're still waiting for sanitary pads promo since February in the UK.
Sanitary pad promo?
Yes, that's what she said. Reach out to the SD on Facebook. It will treat that for you. Also, then someone else is asking that this New Year's car promo, when will it be released?
I know that I received they rationed the sanitaries they sent to us. They didn't give us in full. So if this person said they've not given the sanitary promo, if you say February, that is where I will have to make inquiry. The person should get in touch with me. I'm a stockist in the UK. the person should get in touch with me and let's see what we will take it up from there. I will see what and what, then I will follow it up to find out the actual position, then I will let you know. Then before I forget, there is this combo that came up and I gave some assignments for that particular week. A couple of people did theirs, some made a mistake. They went to do for themselves and they did not sponsor anybody. I said, no, you have to sponsor somebody. And some of them sponsored people and they did not sponsor themselves. So they did not earn from LONGRICH. So, but they are going to get my own. I know, or I can only remember Gabriel Pupola. Please try and reach out to me after this meeting so that you can collect your promo cash through your bank account. He was the only one that was visibly,
All right. Ikena is also asking when they can they get the demo kit from the promo, from the 15,000 promo kits that I think that's just the combo that was brought up.
Oh, it's weekly. That one is weekly. When did he do it? When did he do it? It's weekly. You're supposed to, if you did it this week, it will come. If you did it last week, it will come next week or this week. So it's a weekly, send the product. If you do it this last week, this week it will come. So it's on a weekly basis, they send the products.
All right. Somebody is asking
for the CRG stockist list, please.
Yes, if they have not joined, I put it in the chat. It's a PDF file. I put it in the chat. So if you can try to get it again, that would be good. I've dropped it there and it said it was sent successfully. You can get it from the chat, but let me see if I can do it one more time. Let me see if I can do it one more time. Yeah, I just sent now.
I would like us to pay attention to the announcement in the back office. Your back office is where you get communication from the company on daily, weekly basis. Your back office, somebody is asking, we didn't hear anything about the 15,000 promo kits. I thought I've explained that.
Boss, let's move on because of our time. Let me ask you this question. Now, if someone is influential and does not have enough knowledge of the brand, because we were talking about the rich before, and we're talking of people with influence. Now, if someone is so influential now and does not have the knowledge with the brand, because some people can come into the business as investors. Now, of course, this one could be due to their work or the circumstances around their person or something. Now, they are somehow passionate about the brand. How can the person be a partaker in this business and succeed?
Okay, beautiful question. Now, when you have influence, you have people of influence around you, and you love the brand, you love everything about the brand, but you don't have the time to promote this business. Beautiful. This is what you do. Look for your upline. I have a reason why I say look for your upline. Tell your upline, say, this is my challenge. I have the people, I have the network, but I can't speak to them because I don't have time. But I can tell them to listen to somebody. Can you avail me somebody to work with me? I will just be giving the person my contacts, and I will let my contact know somebody is coming on my behalf. They should listen to that person. So all the person now does is talk to this person, talk to this person, talk to this person. He does not do the talking. You see, everybody is important in our business. You see, you don't take it because at the initial stage, because of what is coming out from, what is going to come out from it is the building stage. You don't put too much emphasis on it. Say what is there. Saturn, you were an example of it. You were just looking at what are these people talking about? That period, you just come. You were too busy with your job and all that. You're making more money then, so it's not necessary. These things. What we are doing didn't make sense. It will not make sense to anybody. But if you have such a person, that person is very, very sure that he wants the brand to be promoted. Then the upline, why I say the upline is because any other person that is brought in may not be a direct beneficiary. So it has to be the upline, either the direct upline, the sponsor, or people on that leg that can benefit. Because if you send somebody that is not going to benefit, the work is tedious. But somebody that is going to benefit will not bother. We always ensure this is going to benefit me, so it will give in the all. So it's advisable, such a person, the upline or the sponsor should not let that person go. Just tell the person, give me your social capital. Just leave your social capital with me. I will do the rest. I will do the placement for you and all that. And based on trust, we have heard stories where uplines diverted, this kind of the success line or team members, prospect to other of their legs. Please let it not be found among you. You will crash. You will never go far in this business. This business thrives on integrity. Without integrity, you will destroy your team because you have sowed a seed that will definitely germinate. And when that seed germinates, it will spread around the team and it will begin to put holes in your team. And at the end of the day, it will pack up. And when it packs up, it will be your undoing. So we should try as much as possible to avoid such things. Integrity, honesty, it will help you. Not all the time you make money. Sometimes you have to,
Thank you so much, boss. Now, someone says that, for example, if we make 100 PV sales, how do we share this on 3 legs that will make us earn money, to earn more?
When you make sales of 100 PV in a week, beautiful question. Just put them on your bonus leg, 50 here, 50 here. But let's assume that, okay, you have 3 legs. Your A leg is your sharing leg. So A leg is out. Your B leg has cumulative PV of 5,000, while your C leg has cumulative PV of what? Of 4,000. And A leg, sharing leg, B leg 5,000, C leg 10,000. So now between B and C, you can see that there is still a lacuna. B is really down. Put the whole 100 in B so that it can prep up. You need to prep up B to get close to A before you can now start doing sharing. Put the whole 100 there so that it can, and you still get the actual bonus you are looking for. Because it is a matching bonus thing, you will still get it.
Thanks, boss. Now, someone is asking that when you are talking about reaching out to the upline, said if suppose the upline is not in the business, what do you do?
You see, if you are still interested, look for a mentor that is in the business. Even though it's not your upline, look for a mentor that is in the business. At that point, you may pay that mentor. We have mentors in this our LONGRICH business. We have mentors. So get a mentor in the business. When you get a mentor in the business, whether your upline is there or not, you are sure that you are going to, go successfully. I have mentors for people I don't know their upline, and they are not even in this country where I am. In different countries, we do it all online, and they have access to me at ease, because they are like mentees. So it helps them because sometimes some of these people cannot reach their upline, and maybe the compatibility of relationship is not there also. So that is just that. Now, somebody posted a question there that I got fed up. Please, can you read that question for me again? Something I got
Yes,
fed up, products and all that.
I'll read that, because you are talking about being a stockist in the UK, and one person was saying that, I'll skip that one now. But what I want to tell that person is that it's not that he resides in the UK. He's not in the UK presently, he's in Nigeria, but he's a stockist in the UK, and you can still contact him. He will give you the directives on how to go about the stockist.
Okay.
And also, yes, that is, okay, said, can our company put a mechanism in place to receive feedback from partners on the products? Some people have been complaining about some of the products, and some reacted to, so they compile and people, so they compile and people watch out.
I don't understand
so,
the question.
okay, it's just that, like a feedback that for the company, so that people will give their maybe the result they get from the products, if there is a kind of a feedback platform to give to the company, how the products have treated them.
Okay, I want everybody to go to the LONGRICH International, LONGRICH Nigeria International Facebook page. Join the group. Join the group. The DMD is there, and you can do all the necessary direct. Anything you put there, the management is seeing it. China is seeing it. So feedback. You can put your feedbacks there. So go and join LONGRICH Nigeria Facebook page. It will help you to get information, and you can also drop feedback that you want the management to see. Not only that, you can also use the email if it is urgent. If you go to your back office, when you open your portal page, the first thing you see is information from the company. Now you have different email address. LONGRICH has updated or upgraded their emails to be carrying at globallongrich.com, no longer Gmail. Gmail does not really give the company a good credibility rating. So they are now using this at globallongrich.com, no longer Gmail again. Gmail is not LONGRICH server.
All right.
So that is that.
Let me just add this. Of course, Engineer Rita. She's under the Ideal Stores team, and also a stockist. So you can reach out to her as a stockist. She also sells with PVs. All right. Now this one, sir, said, I live in the UK and it's sometimes difficult getting some products. I got fed up and stopped promoting when LONGRICH refused to pay my son over 5 registration. I have sent several emails and my boss did too, but no response.
Okay, I think this person needs help. If you can reach out to me for that, I've tried to put some stockists together in the UK and Europe as a whole. We've been doing a whole lot to ensure there's product availability in the UK and in Europe. Last week I moved products to Europe. We have Germany, we have Italy,
and France.
And France. So we are trying to, right now in Germany, we are having like a mini depot there for our stockists, CIG stockists, and also we have in Italy, so that we can bridge the gap in Europe. Now for UK, we have, I've been able to put about 3 stockists together in the UK to be able that I can control, say, okay, what if I don't have this one have, if this one doesn't have, that one have, You know, sometimes we have to bring product from outside to complete the stock inventory so that people can actually get what they want. But as for products in the UK, that is going to be an a foregone issue. I am facing it squarely to ensure we are not lacking any products in the UK. For Finland, we could do Germany. Finland, you will pick your product from either Germany or Italy, any of those two. But I think most likely from just get in touch with me on Facebook Messenger if you have any personal issues with the brand. Somebody is asking, what brand? The brand is the Longrich brand. This is the Longrich family. It's more of a Longrich talk show today. And I just decided to do this so that we can actually be carried along. There are a lot of people. France, we can also serve you from Europe, so you don't have issues. So if you are in Europe, you are covered with products. We will make products available to you, and you will get your PVs.
Boss, because of our time, I don't know how you can answer this question in 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes, so that I don't cut in. So what's your advice for people planning to become a stockist, considering what is happening in Nigeria right now?
My advice to people that are considering becoming a stockist in Nigeria is no, no, no. The atmosphere is not conducive. We have proliferation of stockists already, so it is not advisable. Build a team.
All right. For Achievers UK, you can reach him on Facebook, Emmanuel Eduru. Emmanuel Eduru is his name on Facebook, so you can reach him on the Facebook Messenger. All right.
We can cover the whole of Europe. We have stockists in Europe. We have stockists in UK. UK actually serve Europe, actually. The stockists, UK stockists serve Europe. You can still get your bonus because it's a UK code. But we have stockists in Europe that, because of the shipping, Brexit has given a lot of issues. So, but the Europe price is different from UK price. Europe price is different from UK price. Right. Yes, UK is out of Europe. So when you send product from UK, there is this custom duty that is giving headache. So now, but if you send from Europe to within Europe, you don't pay that. So, but we have a way of taking the product from UK.
That answers your questions. That answered your question, the one asking to be registered in Germany. So we have a registered person in Italy. You can, even in Germany, you can get your product. Just reach out to him on Facebook Messenger and you'll be guided. Okay. I think we've covered that. And that will be the last question I'm going to take. But let me ask this one question, sir. For those this is for those that actually check their portal regularly. And I want to ask this way because I have experienced that and you were able to resolve that situation for me. How about those that will now see that they didn't get paid particular week, and maybe after checking their portal and they saw that there was a commission they ought to have been paid and they didn't get paid for that? How do they go about it? How will they go about it, sir?
They should write to the finance, Longrich Finance.
All right, that's straightforward.
Write to Longrich Finance at globallongrich.com.
Good. As at the time
let me just advise, don't work alone. Have a partner in this business. Have a partner in this business. Don't drive this business alone. You must have somebody you are talking with. You must have a pair. You must have an accountability partner. You must have somebody you are always gisting with. It's a very, very lucrative business. Longrich is lucrative. I am talking from point of experience. I am talking as a living testimony. It is a business that is fun. You cruise with it, you know, and it gives you time freedom. There is nothing like doing what you are doing and you are making money from it and you are enjoying it and it's looking as if you are not doing anything, but money is coming. So just flow with it. There's a lot I would have loved to talk today or say today, but the time is not permitting me. So, but I hope I will be allowed to come and have this kind of session someday, sometime again. For the person in Facebook, The brand we are talking about is LONGRICH brand. So LONGRICH is a company.
Of course.
If you want to know more about LONGRICH and you are short of information, go to our YouTube channel. There is no LONGRICH channel that has contents like that YouTube channel. None, to the best of my knowledge. What has been put in there, it can actually make somebody that does not want to do the business to do the business. You can also use it to prospect somebody. So this is my advice. Everybody go and subscribe. We are going on break for 1 month, summer break. Go and subscribe to the LONGRICH CIG, LONGRICH CIG on YouTube. And you will see over 90-something videos. It is all about LONGRICH. We are not talking about any other thing. We are not talking much on the industry, but we are dwelling on LONGRICH. We are talking about products. We are talking about people's experiences, and God with us. By September, God keep us alive. We'll be having our African #1 to come and share a story with us, and we will hear from people that are still doubting what this business can actually give. It's already in the chat box.
I've given the YouTube link in the chat box, and it's gonna be great. Thank you so much, SD, for doing this, and we hope you've gotten a lot of value. And now, before we wrap off, we just want to appreciate when we came back for this year, and we started in January, and we came with a bang. And let me just, if I can put to test, can anybody who is so sure that has been a regular attendee of this meeting raise your hand now and mention or put in the chat box 6 topics that you've gotten value from January till today, July 31. Put it in the chat or raise your hand and I will call you. You give us 6 topics that I've actually stood out to you. I'm waiting. I want to do 30 seconds for that. I think it's best you raise your hand because to type may take you a longer time, and we don't have that time. We'll be wrapping up in about 5 minutes now. Yes, we're waiting. This is now how to point to. You will raise. Okay, this is a leader. I think she's in Ibadan. Okay. Boss Olufunke, you can raise your hand. Boss Olufunke, you can unmute yourself and go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, madam.
Thank you. Some of the topic I have on my notes here. The one I enjoy first is focus and consistency. I think it's around March or something. Focus and
that was with Dr. Obi-Rich.
I think so, yes. So another one is the connecting power. Yes,
the connecting power. The Omar Dudus.
Yeah, the connecting power. Another one is beyond borders.
Beyond borders. That is for Tony Rich.
Then from grace to grace.
So grace, Uncle Bob.
From grace to grace. Then another one, I think is by our 3SD, Understanding the New Era.
Understanding the New Era was done by Dorcas Ajekugene. Wow. Well, we have actually tried. Please clap for her for me, please.
A stitch on time saves time by
a stitch in time. A stitch in time saves 9 by Professor Odoyinka. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good to hear that. Now, why we try to do that is so that we'll know that we are passing value. It's not just for us to come and have entertainment here because we are not entertaining. That's actually good. Now, this is how I want to wrap up tonight. And with your suggestions, we are open to your suggestions. We are open for your advice. We are open for anything, ideas you want to give to us while we are on August break to refire in September. So these were the topics that we went through for when we came back in January. And this was understanding the new era that was done by the 3SD and Dorcas Ajekugene. And the following week, we had Vex with Sense with Olamide Adenote, and followed by Rachel Omorege, Dare to Become. Then we had 2 sessions with Mr. Elder Gilbert Ute, and that was done on the 6th and 13th of February. So we had 2 sessions. The first session was too loaded for us to just ignore. So the 3SD had to plead, and they came back the following week for the part 2. So this focus and consistency she just made mention of, and that one was done with LONGRICH, and it was a power packed, followed by Dr. Anike, Your Dreams Are Valid. We had the Connecting Power by the Omadudes, and the following week was Thrive, Impossible is Nothing by Oluwayomi Ute. It was a blast. Then we added the Disruptor Man himself in the house, person of Dr. Charles Tambo, taking us on disruption. It was really, really a great session. And Beyond Borders was done by one of the under 30 millionaires, Tony Rich. We had Understanding Your Business. This was Andrew Skujo, two-star director with Ghana. And it was really, really an explosive session. The following week the fire was just too much. And Ivory Olu came with relationships, building blocks for business. We had Passion and Virtual Skill, which was done by Teco Benson, MFR. You know, many people know he's a movie producer in Nollywood, and he does the action film genre, and followed by Bob, a CJ, From Grace to Grace. We had SD Honorable Duke Oduke taking us on motivation. It was really a great time out. And Demonel Lutilo came with In Your Best Interest, what the company had to offer. We have had a lot of that tonight as well. Then the compensation plan SD herself, Dr. Hilary, came up, and it was something else. We booked another session for her, and she'll be coming again. Then the following week was another bank with Think Exponential Growth with SD Anna. We had Your Success is Your Responsibility, being done by Ambassador Adra Orano. Everybody enjoyed that part. And came Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise with Olufunsho Adedokun. Very knowledgeable woman. She passed a lot of knowledge to us. Then we came with Wellness and Health again, Dorcas Ajekugene. That night was something else. The questions were just flowing in and all that. Then the Father's Day special was characterized with SD Chibuzo, Elder Yusuf Basi, Mr. Wodige Ibiok, Ambassador Sajere, and my humble self. It was really a power-packed night as well. Then this came the genesis of Made in Warri. Now, Made in Warri on YouTube, when we had this, I've got the largest view. Why? Because people are touched by the stories and they want to grow. Because this is a man that was on a suicide mission that left that and became 3-star director today. So get to the YouTube and get more. A Stitch in Time Saves 9. Prepare for War in Time of Trouble was done by Professor Odeyinka. You don't want to just go and rewatch all this. Then as the Ahoma came up for strategy for building global team, we all know what we experienced. Then it's time to go next level. This was done 3 weeks back, and it was as if we were not going to get nuggets that day because it was on transit coming from the factory, from the excursion to the factory. And what we discovered that even while on the transit, nuggets were dished out. and great value were gotten. And last week was Financial Intelligence by SD Tega, which was something else. Please, if you want to gather more knowledge, get to the YouTube and subscribe, share the links so that we have more views, so that we can maintain the Zoom we are doing. We do this free of charge for you. The only thing you can do to yourself is to get more knowledge and to enhance your business. We have people from all walks of life here that are not necessarily CIG members, not that we gain anything from them directly, but knowledge is being dished out here. Thank you for your support all this while for the last 6 months. We appreciate you. We're gonna go on break and we're gonna refire. Boss, can I have a last word from you, sir?
Okay, thank you very much, Simply Seton. It's quite amazing. You guys are amazing. Everybody, every participant, you are amazing, especially the crew, the CIG studio crew. You guys have done wonderfully well. That we are going on break, you know me, Longrich is my passion, is my DNA, so I cannot really go on break. We'll be playing around the page, the CIG page, more for this 1 month. We'll always be doing coming up doing some live video. Every Thursday, the training in the head office, I normally put it on live there sometimes. You see a whole lot. Last week, it was wow, the energy show and all that. I will upload it so that people can watch. Also, I want us to try and support the YouTube page. It's imperative we support the channels. When we view, make a comment about the view, like the page, and also, if you wish, you can share. I will tell you something about when you use such resourceful channels, you can actually use them to, I shared 10 of that YouTube channel to a church member, a very big guy. I said, please support my channel. It's not a Longrich or nothing. He went there and he said, wow, you mean you are doing all this? I am interested. You can imagine, I did not prospect him, but he saw that. He now discovered that these are things that are, concern his health. The CIG midweek series, he was seeing them. The stories there are people he too wants to empower. So why I send you there most times is we cannot give all, but those resources, they're like repositories. They are of great value. Nobody has such loaded with content that is in YouTube. We just see a little bit of presentation and there. But when we talk of in-depth knowledge you need to have to translate it into wealth, to translate it into value for the prospect, for the customer, just go in there. Use it to do your prospecting. Just start to share it on people in your WhatsApp group and all that. Share, not group, individual, broadcasting. Go there, share the link. Share it, share it, share it, share it. And there is nobody's phone number. It's you that will follow up your prospects. You may not be able to talk well, but the channel will help you speak more than what you know. And that will help you. People want to attach themselves to where they can get value. People want to go closer to who can add value to them, not who can take from them. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, boss. Thank you so much. We'll be back in September, God willing, and strengthening us. We crave your prayers, we crave your ideas, your advice, everything, so that we can come out better. So on the 4th of September, we'll be resuming. I'm Simply Seton and signing out. Please let me take a break. Thank you and have a good night.
Thank you so much. Thank you, all of you.